Here, we owe it to the Almighty Allah. It's a momentous occasion. It's a great honor for us as the FDC to host all these great leaders from different political formations, to recommit ourselves to the struggle that we have championed all these years. It's on that note that I take this great honor and opportunity to welcome all of you, the leaders of different institutions that constitute this formidable consortium that is advancing the struggle. You are most welcome in your respective capacities as you have been introduced here. Ladies and gentlemen, the crisis we are contending with is well known to us. All of us have a fair knowledge of what we are dealing with. If we are talking about a broken country, we are talking about a failed state, we are talking about a captured nation, we are talking about a disempowered civilian authority, we are talking about corruption or abuse or plunder of our resources and so on and so on. All that is known to us. What is it that is making us assemble this morning here? It's not about, and make no mistake, members of the press and all of you Ugandans, make no mistake to interpret this as a new platform. No. Don't ascribe anything strange to this struggle. No, we are not here to announce anything related with formation of a new platform. No, it's a continuation of the struggle that we have been pursuing all these years. And it's the reason we have been having engagements all through to appreciate the differences we have in our different political formations, and also appreciate that we all have individual ambitions. But in a house which is on fire, it is only foolhardy on your part to pursue those selfish ambitions. It's the reason we are assembled this morning to put the country before us. We are putting all our political differences, all our different interests, to say Uganda belongs to all of us. The reason you are seeing a wide spectrum of different shades of political persuasion. What unites us is the mission to rescue our country from the precipice, to rescue our country from the cliff where it is today. And the call we are making, all of you, let's rally behind this particular cause. It's our call. We have a document which passes off as the Constitution. Unfortunately, it's an illusory document. In Article 1 of that particular document, there is that provision which was well known to all of us, that this country, that power belongs to the people. Unfortunately, we are contending with a situation where power does not reside within the owners of this country, and it resides elsewhere, and that is the crux of the matter. It's one person, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and his family, who are holding on to this nation, and it's the commitment we are making to rally behind that particular cause to rescue our country. We are not here to liquidate our parties or form a merger. No, we are not merging political entities. Neither are we liquidating them. It's an appreciation, and we are making a call to all Ugandans regardless of our differences, all of you, that please let us all sing in unison. I hesitate to say it cannot be again said that Uganda is under captivity as we talk right now. So the persecution that is going on, the oppression that we are all facing, the enforced disappearance of many of our people, of our loved ones, and so on and so forth, is one thing that should unite us. Finally, as I emphasize this particular point, there is no political dispensation that engenders free competition of all political forces. No, it's not possible. That NOP here, the FDC, JEMA, UPC, CP here, ANTI, and all these other formations, that we can freely compete for political space. It's not possible. So in that kind of situation, the only logical thing we have to do is to come together as a united front. And that's what we have been pursuing all along. Mr. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has already rolled out his program for 2026. His team is already assembled to deliver victory to him 2026. And they have started their work in earnest. The Justice Byabakama team. You know for sure Justice Byabakama, for intents and purposes, ought to be at the Constitutional Court. He shouldn't be at the Electoral Commission. If you passed by the corridors of the Constitutional Court there, he is on the list of the judges, justices, that is on a mission somewhere. But he took leave. Can you imagine having leave of all those years? The first term he served as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, he was on leave. Now leave has been extended for another period of how many years? 7 years. Blatant violation of the Constitution, you know for sure. So that commission cannot deliver a free and fair electoral process, cannot uphold the will of the people. It's the reason we have to focus our attention on recovery of our sovereignty, of getting back the authority of the people to ourselves. So I must commend all the leaders who have assembled this morning here for your courage. I know there are factors militating all of us. But my call to all of you, the FDC in particular who are here, my call to all of you, let us embrace the vision of working together to deliver our country from the doldrums. That is my call to all of you. This should be the guiding factor. We have always championed this struggle under Article 3 of the Constitution, which is a command to all of us. You know the dictates in Article 3 of the Constitution. It's a command to all Ugandans. So we demand that all of you, please, the friction should end. This unnecessary attack against one another is not helpful at all. So it's a call to all of you, please, the FDC, let us direct our daggers against Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his family. All of you. That is our call to all of you. I want to use this very opportunity again to commit the party, the FDC, the progressive members of the FDC, because I really said in all our formations, we have that dichotomy, that divide in many of our formations, the progressive forces and the retrogressive forces. For us, we have made the commitment, we are not going to be detracted by any retrogressive forces. So a call is made to all the progressive FDCs. Please, this is a call to all of you. It's a clarion call. the command under the Constitution is that, please, let's focus our attention on rescuing our country, our motherland, from wherever it is under captivity. That is a call to all of you. And with those remarks, I take this opportunity once again to welcome all of you. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. And please listen to the statements that are going to come from all these leaders as we chart a way forward for our motherland. May God bless you for God and my country.
Obugalo bw'omulodi
byogerako nkakasa nti Dr. Kizza Besigye agenda byogerako ate mu ngeri entangaavu ennyo, so saagala kubipreemptinga, saagala obaolyawo okusala ku byanjogedde. Twayogedde ku nsonga ya Mwami Museveni okuba ng'alonda bayesmaani be okuba nti be bakulira akakiiko ebyokulonda, akakiiko akalina okuba nga keetengeredde. Kyono kya buswavu naye tekirina twewuunyisa kubanga Mwami Museveni kati buli kaleeya ak'ensonyi agenze akeeyambula, naye kitukoze bulungi kiragize ensi muntu ki atufuga olunaku lwaleero. Twayogedde ku lukiiko olugenda maaso olwa non-aligned movement oluli mu kugenda maaso olutujere mu nnyonyokati. Enkiiko bwezityo zandibadde nga nnungi mu nsi ekulemberwa mu tteeka kubanga kitegeeza abagenyi bwe bava ebweru tuba tugenda kufuna omukisa okutunda ebintu byaffe. Sente ziba ebweru w'eggwanga ziba zigenda kujja mu ggwanga, tuba tugenda kufuna omukisa ogulaga bye tulina ebyobusuubuzi, ebyobulambuzi n'empisa zaffe ne kalcha zaffe n'ennono zaffe. Bannayuganda baba bagenda kunyumirwa, naye ku lukiiko lwandibadde ng'omukisa ate lwafuuse ekikolimo eri Bannayuganda. Mulabye nti bizinesi ezisukka mu 3,000 zatataaganyiziddwa oba okuggalwawo. Amayumba g'abantu mangi gaggaliddwa, amalala gamenyeddwa. Bannayuganda bangi bayooleddwa, naddala bano abatalina we basula bonna bali mu makomera era nga bwe kyali mu kyoga. Mulabye gavumenti ya Museveni wekozesa ssente empitirivu ez'omuwa omusolo nga baddaabiriza enguudo, naye ate nga nakyo bakikola mu ngeri y'agadibe nga lye. Era nkakasa gye bujja mugenda kutandika okubiraba mu mawulire, sikando ku sikando, ono yabbye bweziti, ono yakozeseza bweziti, n'ebyo mubadde mulaba ku social media muze mubiraba. Njagala n'okutwala omukisa guno okutegeeza bonna baze mu lukiiko olwo nti omuntu eyabayise talina buyinza bayita kubanga tali mu buyinza mu mateeka. Yandibadde abaniriza ali wano. Kale n'okujja kwammwe tekutugasiza ng'eggwanga wabula munyigiriza okutuuka nga tetusobola nakozesa nguudo zaffe naddala ffe abasasula omusolo bannansi. Olwaliro ebigambo byange njagala bisimba okubakunga kwekyanga. Nze saagala kulonzalonza, ndi wano kubakumamu muliro kwekalakaasa. Tuli wano ffe be mulaba pozi ng'omukufu avuddeyo nabyega, naye tuli wano bakumamu muliro kwekyanga. Mwanyenanga oba omulala ayinza otukwotinga n'agamba oke baba bazise omusango badde bakumamu bantu muliro ye muliro kwekyanga kwekalakaasa mu mateeka. Njagala obbajukiza mwenna Bannayuganda nti kati omulama gwe tuliko gwa kusimba lunwe ku nnyingo namba 3 ya Constitution etulagira ffenna, tetukunga bukunzi wabula etulagira si mulimu bulimu bwaffe wabula buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe kitukakatako okukozesa buli ngeri yonna esoboka okuzaawo obukulembeze obugoberera amateeka, obukulembeze obugoberera Constitution, okukozesa engeri yonna. Njagala leero mumanye nti Constitution ya Uganda ebakkiriza n'okwata emmundu bwe muba musobola okuzaawo enfuga ey'amateeka. Lwe ffe tetukkiriza mu violence, tetukkiriza mu kuyiwa musaayi. Ensonga lwaki tubakunga kozesa nkola za mirembe, nkola ziri non-violent. Naye ate nze ng'omuntu sibagaana mmwe abasobola okukola ki? Naye nga ffe tuli wano okubakunga to non-violently rise up unarmed and assert your will and restore constitutional rule. Tubakunga okola buli kimu kye musobola. Mbadde ndaba ku social media abasinga mwatusookayo nadda. Tetusimbudde busimbuzi kati, twasimbula dda ne tubadde tukyasondalo ne kati tukyasondalo. Nammwe gye muli twagala obbazaamu amaanyi. Omulodi w'ekibuga kyogedde, tetuli wano jasigatta bibiina bya bufuzi. Tuli banjawulo era tetuli wano kwogera ku nsonga ya kulonda. Kuba oboolyawo ezo ensonga tetunazikwataganako, tetunazikanyako. Naye kye tukanyako ekiri important nti ffenna buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe okukunga bannayuganda, oba oli wa kibiina ki, oba to associating na political party yonna, naye bw'oba oyagala ensi yo, bw'oba oli munnayuganda nga kikwatako kikakatako naawe olina omugaso. Bannayuganda bangi nnyo abakola enjawulo mu ggwanga nga si ba political leaders, nga si ba MPs, tebakulembera bibiina byonna, tebalina yonna gye bassociatinga politically, naye bannayuganda ensi yabwe bakakatako. Bannaye temubitulekera bino. Bino si byaba politician bokka, buli munnayuganda kikakatako. Dr. Besigye yakitugamba luli, njagala no kibajjukiza leero, bw'oba tofaayo ku nsi yo ngeri gye kulemberwa, gwe musiru asinga. Kibakakatako olunaku lwayo tetusobola kutambulira makubo gaffe, kubanga abagwira abagenyi bali mu gatambulirako. Olunaku lwa leero mulaba amakubo gaffe bwe gali. Mulaba nti bakwata ne langi ne bagisiiga mu ttaka kubanga bagezaako okupaintinga ekifaananyi nti muli bulungi. Mwawulidde minisita wa Museveni nga bagamba mudde kukumusinika amannyo basobole okumanya nti temuli mu kunyigirizibwa. Njagala obbagamba okunga temubisinikayo, in fact munyiige. Tukyogeddeko wano era njagala obba unange okwongera eddoboozi lyange ku nsonga eyo. Ekimu ku bizibu bye tubadde nabyo ge makubo agalinga agalimu entaana buli woyita. Tubasaba amakubo ago mutandikire okwekalakaasa mu ddeme. Asobola ky'osobola okukola mu kkubo eryo kikolemu. Oba osimba mu kitooke, oba okola mu ki, eryo ddembe eryo constitution etukkiriza okwekalakaasa mu ddembe. Bannange mwekalakaase. Constitution etukkiriza okukola ekintu kyonna mu mateeka. Njagala okumaliriza nga mbagamba nti gavumenti ya Museveni ne wano tulwandibadde tetuyiriiwo, mukimanyi bulungi nnyo. Singa baatukubye eddati ya gaasi naye kubanga bali mu kuteekako feesi. Baagala okulaga nti bakkiriza n'aba opposition okusinkana. Kaakati njagala mukozese eno chance mubalabise. Mukozese eno chance mubalabise. Bw'obawo empisa omuntu z'atakola omutayiminga we banaamulabira mujja kulwawo okufuna chance eno endala. So yonna gy'oli munnayuganda, oba oli omukuffe oba toli omukuffe, oba oli munnabyabufuzi oba tobiriimu, labisa mu ngeri yonna esobola. Oba owanika kipande nga bayitawo.
Thank you very much. And maybe also in my voice, one Uganda, one people, one people, one Uganda. Ra, people power, our power, people power. Thank you. Everything has been said. Let me first thank God that God is good. All the time. And all the time, God is good. Let's give him a clap. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everything has, I believe, been said. It's with immense gratitude that I am here on this day amongst all these heroes to once again give hope to our country. I want to thank you, President Robert Kyagulanyi. You could not have said any better. What next? He was challenged. Kiki ekiddako? Waliwo atakyamanya ekiddako? Nobody can claim not to know what next. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know, just for emphasis, that since Uganda became Uganda, and that's by the British, our people have never had power. We wrote it in the Constitution, but they did not get the power. Say power belongs to them, but definitely they don't have any power. The institutions of state through which their power should be exercised do not work for them. All the institutions of state, as my colleagues have said, were captured. They don't serve them. That's why the representatives of people in parliament can be attacked in broad daylight, beaten, arrested from their parliament, tortured, and nothing happens. That's why people's courts that derive power directly from the people can be attacked in broad daylight, and people injured, bleeding in the courts, and nothing happens. All institutions of state are captured. They were talking about the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission is thoroughly captured. It can never organize a free and fair election. It can't. Even if actually they did not appoint the cadres, it's just because we have somebody who is a terrified dictator who cannot even allow anything to chance. But even if he didn't appoint his candidates as the electoral commissioners, the Electoral Commission as an institution is still captured. The trouble in Uganda is that the captor, the one who captured all these, is also a very, very, evil captor. Because even in countries where there is no democracy, you can have a leader who thinks about his people. You can have a dictator that serves people. People have been saying here that Idi Amin was not elected, and he wasn't. Idi Amin was not even educated. But the things that Museveni, who has been in power for 40 years, is using, a lot of them are Idi Amin's. The soldiers he's so proud of are living in the barracks built by Idi Amin. And many other things that Idi Amin did, which this one has undone. So we are so unlucky that we got a terrible dictator. Because some dictators can also be good and provide for people. Ours is not among those. That's why when he's going between Entebbe and Kampala, they close off everything so that he alone is on the road, fearing his own people. So we have a predator in charge of a country, you know, devouring what they would be serving. So that's why our uniting here today is critical, and as has been underpinned by everybody. If we are to get out of the situation in which we are, we have to do two things. The first one we are doing today. We have to unite and remain united. We unite and remain united. And not just uniting in words. We must unite in every sense. Look at every person that is suffering from this junta as your brother. We are in a difficult situation. The other day I was complaining about people stealing my matoke in my garden. I have a small garden at home. But they came at night and cut the biggest 6 branches in the matoke, in the plantation. And I said, you know, the ones who have taken this matoke are of course suffering neighbors who have nothing to eat. The real thief of my matoke is the one who has created the situation. The one who has created the situation where Ugandans cannot eat, have no food, is the real problem. I've been seeing, you know, that they have started a special operation to hunt down the phone snatchers, the ones who capture your phone when you are talking and run with it. They are looking for what to eat. The real phone snatcher is up there. Who has put these people in that kind of a situation? And so, look at your neighbor as your real brother in this struggle. Share the little that you can, irregardless of which color, which country, region, which a person is coming from. I've been saying for a very long time that there are two Ugandas. The Uganda of those who are very well off, who don't know what is going on, the ones who are being protected from the ones who are bad off. All of us in this Uganda, the terrorized Uganda, we must develop unique comradeship. It's not just uniting here to talk, but wherever we find each other. If you have one commando, break it into 2 for your brother who has nothing to eat. We need that unique togetherness, unity, on the basis of which we can liberate our country. Secondly, I just want to assure you, those who think they are powerful and have power only have it because you allow them to have it. Are we together? Yes. People are only powerful or have power because they are allowed to have power. If we unite and say we no longer recognize you as our leader, we will not serve you, we will not associate with you, we will not have anything to do with you, that is the end. And that is our next mission. The next mission must be to isolate and exclude and disempower those who captured our power. And we can, and we should, we must. These actions we are talking about, which have been talked about here, let them be the beginnings of rebuilding confidence in our people that this is their country and that they can do something about their country. Because our people have been so terrified that they have